Welcome back to the overworld. Just kidding. We are in your local movie theater parking lot. I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
And we are fresh out the film.
Yes, we are.
Just got out.
Yeah, it was a very interesting theater experience, a loud theater experience, I will say.
A very full, loud, lots of kids theater experience, I would say.
Tons. We had points in the movie, too, where everybody was vocalizing.
I think there was just like a group of loud people.
Yeah, it was like like you said earlier, some middle school boys or something that saw on social media are supposed to cheer at certain points or something. I don't know, because it seemed very calculated, you know. It was just like twice. The biggest time was when Steve was introduced and he goes, "I'm Steve." And there's a he takes a beat because apparently they also know there's going to be people applauding for that.
Yeah, and that was a big, but there were a few more moments where like big Minecraft things that I did not pick up on, and they're like, that. But they said the thing, not like that. Yeah. I just can't remember anything they said. But yeah, it was great. I was sitting next to this little girl who had like one of the a pig stuffed in, like a Minecraft pig.
Oh, really? That's cool.
And anytime a pig was on screen in this time, she would hold it up, which was so adorable.
That's so great. Just like wanted to see all of its friends or something.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
It was pretty funny. But then we had the Superman sneak peek.
Yes, the Superman sneak peek. I don't know how excited you are for that movie. I was about to group you in with me. I am insanely excited for that movie. Very much looking forward to it. And the sneak peek was just basically an extended cut of the initial preview that we saw. It just takes where Superman was in the snow, and then instead of leaving after that and mashing together a bunch more clips, we get to stay there for a while. We get to see Krypton jumping on him and pulling him to safety, or we get to see a bunch of robots working on him. Probably comic stuff that I don't understand.
Right.
It looks special, man. I am so excited for that movie. I feel like I wish I could describe it. It's something definitely something about the color grading. It just looks it looks different to me, and I'm so excited for it.
I'd say I'm a medium.
Are you more excited for Superman or for Fantastic Four? 'Cause that's the same month.
I don't know. Because I haven't seen anything for Fantastic Four. So at this moment, since I've only seen the Superman, more excited for that. Yeah. But that could change for sure. You should
watch the Fantastic Four teaser, because I think you'll like that one. I think you'll be more into that one for sure. You like Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Do you like oh no, Eddie from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
He's in it.
Ah.
There's some.
What's his name, like Joseph Quinn or
there
something like that?
Wow, nicely done. Good pull. Joseph Quinn. That's it.
Yeah.
He looks very different. He doesn't look like Eddie, but...
Well, he doesn't look like Eddie in real life.
No.
He looks very different in the series than he does normally, so that's not a surprise. Well, yeah, I guess I'll jump into the breakdown, and G's got some good press controversy stuff to get into.
I went in depth.
So if you didn't see the title of this podcast episode, or if you didn't pick it up from me talking about Minecraft pigs, we watched a Minecraft movie today. It's directed by Jared Hess, written by Chris Bowman and about 5 other writers that I didn't want to put all the one down in here and have to read all of them.
Dang, sorry about that, you guys and your families. I know you really wanted to hear your name on the Fresh Out the Phone podcast. We'll get you next time.
Apologies. Chris is the only one that gets it. It's starring Jason Momoa, Jack Black, Sebastian Hansen, and Emma Myers. It's the story of 4 misfits who are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a quest with an unexpected expert crafter.
Wow. I can tell that was off the cuff. No scripting there whatsoever. That was nice.
Did you see what the budget was for this movie?
I did not.
Do you want to give it a guess?
Sure. I think that there was a lot. I know a little bit behind the scenes about the sets and all the effects, whether visual or sorry, whether practical effects or digital effects. I'm gonna go with like 110 million.
Pretty close, just about 40 million off. It's 150 million.
God, 150 million.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
And they are well on their way of making that back. Opening day, they made about $50 million.
What?
Yeah.
50 million on the opening day?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, yeah, I guess I mean, that makes sense based on how crazy the theater was this time versus the previous times that we've been to the movies here. Like it's we've had empty theaters for a few weeks now, so this is very, very different. But that's unbelievable.
Yeah, and to note, we do usually go earlier in the day for cheaper prices. So we went to this one at 12:30, and usually those showtimes are dead, but it was a packed theater.
Wow. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was like completely packed theater too. I guess I should have known. Man, I would not have guessed that. Would not have guessed that.
Yeah. Crazy. It is currently rated a 2.9 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Sorry, I had a pocket of air come up.
That's all right.
Couldn't breathe. 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb and 48% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No discrepancies there then, right? Like crazy?
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is lower, but that's pretty typical.
Yeah, especially for a movie like this, kids movie.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you want to jump in on all the controversy?
Absolutely,
Stuff you have?
This should just be a new segment, man. The controversy segment. But because we like to bring up stuff like this a lot. Snow White obviously had a lot of controversy. The controversy around this movie specifically started when the trailer dropped. So on September 4th, 2024, the trailer drops, and a lot of fans felt that like the live action and CGI mix felt it clashed with the game's aesthetic. So a lot of people were pointing to a lot of Minecraft like kind of student films, I guess, that have been made already actually in the game, or with people using different software to animate, but just using purely Minecraft, rather than the live action mix. So they didn't like it because of the visual style. They thought all the mobs looked weird, and they kind of did just a little too detailed. They wanted it to look like vanilla Minecraft.
Yeah.
And it definitely looks like a very stylized version of that.
For sure.
So it led to over 1.6 million YouTube dislikes in the first week.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a lot. I don't have likes on here for some reason. But they also didn't like how based on the trailer, the plot looked like it was the fish out of water story, just like Jumanji. Like the same type of thing.
Yes.
And that's totally what I got from the trailer, was like, oh yeah, this is just going to be, accidentally in the Minecraft world, how do we get out?
For sure.
And it kind of was. They did a little better by having Steve's story kind of separate from the group, who was fish out of water.
Yeah, I think it was different enough. I have like a different problem with that type of story in this world, which I'll talk about later for the ending. But yeah. Yeah, I understand how that was the consensus among Minecraft lovers.
Yeah, it makes sense, especially because so many people are so attached to that game. Like they're gonna be, and it's just comment sections love hate. And
For sure.
This is where I always find controversies in comment sections. There's also a little more controversy. In September 2024, the streamer, apparently after the trailer came out, streamer Valkyrie. Have you heard of her, Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of her before, but I've never really watched her. Sparked stir during a YouTube interview with Jason the Ween. Never heard of him.
Me neither.
She alleged that she saw Jason Momoa mistreat crew members while filming his part. While she was filming her cameo.
Did she?
Was she in the movie?
I did not.
Did her cameo get cut? I don't know. Apparently she was filming a cameo, but she claimed that Momoa, playing Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, got really mad and was yelling after an emotional scene, possibly over a flubbed shot setup. He's just creating a vibe that she didn't want to work there with, and she wondered if he was still in character, but she called the moment disappointing. Um,
Wait, that's so crazy. What the fuck?
yeah, so just some weird outside allegations coming in. The story blew up on X, with outlets like NZ Herald and New Zealand Herald and the Daily Mail, dubbing it a toxic work environment. So it was very interesting. It also linked back to some Aquaman 2 rumors, from none other than Amber Heard about on-set friction. Yeah, she knows all about friction. She's not Amber Heard. She's very she's had she's made some allegations before, that's for sure.
Right. This is. Wait, okay. I'm not gonna get into this. But yeah.
Oh, should we lay out the Johnny Depp stuff?
No, well, I think, like, now in the year of 2025, anyone with, like, a brain is, like, aware that Johnny Depp definitely was in the wrong for a lot of that. And she kind of got screwed over with the lawyer she had and that type of stuff.
Yeah, I think anybody who watched the trial, her entire defense, or not defense, attack. Well, I don't know what it's called in the legal world, but it looked like a joke because of her team. Like, it was absolutely terrible.
She was, like, completely done dirty by them and by, like, all of the Johnny Depp fans, I'd for sure say.
Yeah, sorry, I was not trying to make a joke out of her situation. I was more just saying that out of all the people that allegations are coming from and what it would be linked back to, Amber Heard is a very hot topic with that type of stuff. So.
I was nervous for that. I'm like, are you still on, like, the Amber Heard hate train? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I was more like, I was never really on her hate train. I just thought her entire defense was hilarious. And I do like Johnny Depp still. Like, it didn't turn me off of him completely.
I mean, yeah, Johnny Depp's done some terrible things, but as an actor, of course, I still watch his work and enjoy him as an actor, for sure.
Totally.
Not as a person, necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems to have done some bad things, but he plays a damn good Jack Sparrow, so, you gotta still find a way to enjoy that.
Right.
Alright, well, now that my back's against the wall, let's move on.
No, but that's interesting that, I'm sorry, and this, like, it isn't funny, but, like, that's crazy to have, like, if that is true, allegedly, of course, that, like, that's the vibe he was bringing to a Minecraft movie.
Especially for his character, it's just a joke, man. His entire character is just...
Yeah, like, taking that so serious, like, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, obviously that's crazy in any sense and terrible of, like, anyone mistreating anyone on set. But for this specific movie, like, really? Like, this movie's a joke. Like...
Yeah, especially, I mean, because Valkyrie said it was after a serious scene or something.
Like, what serious
can the scene be, dude? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah. But that's it for the controversy there. That's all I could find.
Wow, so you ready to jump into the story?
Absolutely. So it started with a prologue of, or sorry, let's, is there a way I normally begin the story? It didn't sound right to just go into it. Oh, it opens with, seeing a big creeper head, which is cool.
Yeah.
Opening title screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with a young Steve, who is, I think at that time he was, like, standing outside of a mine shaft, basically, like,
yeah,
building stuff, and, he's always been a creative guy, and they kind of just went through his life, and it set up the story with, about the Orb of Dominance.
Which is, like, I must say, to connect it to Jumanji, like, a pretty Jumanji movie thing to do, where you get the start is the backstory of some character that's gonna be lost in this one.
Oh my god, you're
like in the recent
right.
ones. Yeah.
And in the original. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, you're totally right. It is full blown Jumanji beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he grows up through life and he's too creative and things, and yeah, his life's just a mess until he ends up finding the orb. It says the Orb of Dominance. I don't remember it being called that, but sure.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And he finds his way to the overworld.
Yeah.
right? Where he can live and create anything that he wants, and we kind of see his whole story of in the overworld, going from punching a tree to gather wood, creating houses, and to building full blown theme parks in Steve's world. He also finds a dog that he names Dennis, and yeah, it's pretty great. He finds a portal as well as he keeps going through this process, and activates it, which leads him to the Nether, which is a fiery realm of lava and rivers and netherrack cliffs. But unfortunately, that's where we get to see that the Nether is not a great place because it's led by Magosha, who's a piglin in armor, who I believe ends up capturing him then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as he's getting captured, he gives his orb to Dennis and says, Dennis, go to the real world and go to my house and hide this. Because if nobody finds it, then the Nether won't be able to get into the real world and take it over.
Yeah. And he puts it under his bed.
Yep. And then, boom. That's it for the prologue, right? I do believe.
And we're back to the
Present day.
Well, we're here at the well, not back to, but now we are
Yeah. Just gonna let you keep going.
The current day story.
Thank you for that. I'm glad. we are now present day. In a small town of Chuglis. Oh wait, I thought we met. I guess we met Garrett first. Did we meet Garrett first? Yeah, we get Garrett's whole backstory.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it's kind of a whole nother prologue going on. We meet Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, who's a scruffy man with a pink jacket. He's a little bit overweight. We can see him at his cluttered store, which sells like old video games and consoles and things like that.
Yeah.
But at one point in his life, which we see him on the very top, I think 1998 World Gaming Champion he was. So he's an ex gamer who's now very on the verge of getting evicted, unfortunately. Yeah,
yeah.
That's
that's his thing.
It was like a whole compilation, with just like music and all this stuff about what his life was and now what it's been to, and how he's just kind of a pretender that he's happy and cocky and all this stuff when he doesn't really have too much of a happy life,
Yeah.
At least not that we can see. After that, we're introduced to Henry and Natalie. Henry is man, this is my story seems a little bit off here, unfortunately. But Henry.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just hit that with my chin. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. My mic is very close to my face.
Hey, dude, we gotta get an accurate voice, man. We try our best here. But pretty much it's we kind of get some backstory of these two, Henry and what was the girl's name? Sorry again.
Natalie.
Henry and Natalie. They're apparently their mom died, I believe, something like that. Their mom's last thing was like, yeah, go live in Chuglis, apparently, and so they are going to live in Chuglis, and they go.
Yeah, that was like explained really weird.
Yeah, that was it.
And she was like, I interpreted that her dying wishes us to go live here, and it's like, okay.
And that was just it. But yeah, Natalie has a job at a potato factory, so I guess or potato chip factory.
Yeah, doing like social media?
Yeah, they're doing social media at the potato chip factory, which is great. Most people have an intern, but those people are so behind they think they need to hire somebody. If you only have 75 followers, you at least got to start with an intern working on social media, man. You can't hire for that position.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
But yeah, they pull up to their house where they're gonna live, and we meet. Oh man, I don't know if I know her name.
Tasty. That's not her name in this though.
We meet Tasty. That's what we could call her for now. Marlene.
Really? I feel like what? Is that her name?
No.
Dawn.
Is that her name? Thank you. Marlene's in here for whatever reason. Oh, that's Principal. The Principal's Marlene, of course. Yeah, but we meet Dawn, and she's Dawn. We meet Dawn, and
as in our aunt.
Well, we have two. We have a Dawn and a Dawn in the family, so.
Well, which one's our aunt?
I believe it's Dawn. But yeah, Dawn is she's kind of a wacky lady. She has this job as a realtor or something,
Yeah.
but she also has a zoo. So she's got this car.
Yeah,
with a
that's just
bunch
like all in her car.
of, yeah, all in her car. A bunch of cages on top of the car with all kinds of animals.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably like animal cruelty, but we won't. That wasn't
100%.
explored.
Yep. So yeah, after animal cruelty is played for laughs, we get into, I believe, the school. It's either Duncan going to the like garage sale, the storage unit sale, or the school.
Well, both happen at some point. I think it's a school first.
Okay, we'll go with the school. So man, these kids' names are escaping me. Henry's going to school, and he's very, very nervous about it, but luckily his sister has a great idea. Natalie's like, hey, I made you mom's homemade recipe of pizza tater tots.
Breakfast tater tot pizza.
Which just looks like tater tots with a little bit of bacon on top.
It looked pretty bomb, honestly.
It did. It actually did.
Like,
look
I was
really
thinking
good.
there's probably, like, some,
yeah.
like, cheese and eggs in that, like,
Oh, is there?
That's what I was... Well, because she said breakfast pizza. I'm sure it's not just, like, tater tots.
I don't know. It just looks like a plate of tater tots with a little bit of bacon sprinkled on top to me, but your idea of it's a lot better.
In my mind, it's really good.
Oh, man. It probably was. And yeah, Natalie thinks it's good enough that Henry should take it to school. And they're trying to do this thing where, like, Natalie's out of touch with, like, oh, go start this new school and you can bring this to your friends. But Natalie's just, like, a few years older, an older sister. It's like, Natalie should be, she's in the loop still. She should know that you're not going to make friends by bringing them these weird tater tot things on day one or whatever.
Bringing tater tot breakfast pizza.
Yeah. But, yeah, he goes off to school, and then I think we should probably talk about Duncan's storage unit before we get to Duncan's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have Duncan. Sorry that I called him Duncan. His name is Garrett.
I was totally with you on that.
Well, I just watched Dune Part 2 not too long ago, where he plays a character, Jason Momoa plays a character named Duncan.
Right.
In this movie, he is Garrett, the garbage man. Right?
Yeah.
So, there's a great...
Garrett Garbage, you can keep it connected.
Garrett Garbage, that's easy money. But yeah, Garrett, he's going and he's trying to find some money. What is he even doing at this storage unit?
There's a old Atari that some Atari that he's like, you can't get that anywhere. I need that.
So even though he's broke, he needs the Atari.
And he bids $900 on it.
$900 for the Atari, and then he goes over to the box, pours it out. There's no Atari in the box. There's like a funny line that comes with off camera where he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't check the box." The character who's facilitating the whole selling of product, but
yeah,
it was unfortunate. But inside the box, he finds the orb, Steve's orb, and he takes that home instead because he bought this box. He might as well take the stuff inside of it.
Sorry, I like nodded too big and it hit my mic.
Again?
I was nodding at what you were saying. I need to keep my head up. Okay.
You gotta be careful with those nods, Just smile. You don't need a nod today. Just smile.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Nod with your eyes. Much better. Dear listener, you can't hear that, but it trust me, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's what we'll be doing the rest of the episode, just nodding with our eyes. Okay. So yeah, basically Garrett is back at his names are gonna be tough for me today, it seems. Garrett is back at his little shop, and instead of going to school, Henry decides to walk in and say hello. So Henry's looking around at all the cool stuff. Garrett's complimenting his snack that he has, telling him how he shouldn't take that to school and all this stuff. And it's just
he's also eating it.
Yeah, it's just a nice little interaction. They're just meeting each other for the first time. They're having a good time.
Yeah, he's like, I'm doing this mentor thing.
Yeah, he says he's doing a mentorship. He's trying to make money any way he can. It seems. But yeah, Garrett's whole character is just like a wannabe, like hype beast. That's not the right term. Like a wannabe successful man. I don't know. He's just
it's kind of like those characters that you see in movies that are like washed up actors, that they have like been in, like within their character in a movie, they're like have done like one thing that they're like really proud of, and that's like all they fucking have. So they
Right.
gotta like hold on
They
to
act like they're
that.
super put together and super well
Yeah,
spoken.
yeah.
But it's all kind of fraud
Yeah.
because that's a good way to put it. But yeah, after that, Henry just goes off to school, and at school,
He leaves the pizza.
he leaves the pizza. He does leave the pizza with I just almost called him Russell this time. I'm throwing a third name into the mix.
Garrett.
With Garrett. He leaves the pizza with Garrett or Russell or Duncan, whatever you want to call him. And at school, they're in science class, and these kids are kind of making fun of his drawing of a jetpack that he made. So he decides to make the jetpack.
You know,
This is
it's
the
kind of
dumbest.
funny how he's like, okay, the teacher's like, we're drawing still image or whatever the fuck that are called today,
Yeah.
and puts down a banana and an orange, and then he draws a jetpack on the banana, and he's like, the teacher's like, follow the assignment. What are you doing?
Yep.
And the like popular kid, you can tell that
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're in Letterman jackets.
Oh, are they? Yeah, of course.
Or like, that would never work. And he's like, yeah, well. And then, sorry to cut you off. Then we're there back
And it
to where you
does.
said.
Well, yeah, he builds it. Somehow the teachers gave him all the time and materials he needed to build this thing. And he takes the jetpack outside. The whole class is watching. And one of the kids, I guess it had some type of return mechanism that had a red wire involved in it. And the kid kind of walked up and snipped that wire. So when the jetpack went off, it didn't just like come back to the ground. The jetpack went up and crashed into the potato factory.
Wait, I never
Natalie
even
worked.
saw that happen.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thought it wasn't gonna work, and then when it worked, I was like, "What?" It was pretty unnecessary, honestly. They could have just had the jetpack going. Like they
I
didn't need it.
completely didn't see it, and it made complete sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, because that's just a skeleton. How do they control it?
Yeah. See, honestly, they overcomplicated it with the red wire, man. This movie's
For
got too much
sure.
fluff. But yeah, it's unfortunate situation. He gets brought into the principal's office. You know, Natalie also felt the impact of the jetpack into the potato building.
Yeah.
And the principal is just kind of like talks about her divorce. All these
Yeah, and by the way, the principal is played by Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes, it's Jennifer Coolidge. It is, and she's pretty great, but she's just kind of getting mad at Henry. Although like there's not real repercussions.
Yeah, he's just like, you gotta call your guardian.
Yeah, you gotta call your guardian. That's it. And instead of calling Natalie because he doesn't want to tell her, he ends up calling Garrett, and Garrett's like, "Sure, yeah, I'll do it." I mean, he didn't want to at first, and then Henry said something.
He says, I have $26.
I have $26.
And then we see Garrett's car pull up.
Perfect.
And also, he just like hops in and leaves.
Pretty much, yeah, just hops in. There's a small
There was like no
conversation,
checking
Nope.
to see if this was like actually his guardian to send him away.
or like chewing him out to tell him what the situation was.
Right.
It was just Jennifer Coolidge kind of making jokes, and then Garrett being like, "Yeah, I don't know why your husband divorced you. You know, I can't imagine. Like, sorry, I sound sarcastic when I say it. He's completely genuine. Like,
Yeah.
wow, why did your husband divorce you?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But yeah, they're off, and I believe they're just back at the little shop having a good time.
Yeah, just looking through stuff, it seems.
Yeah, and Henry comes across the orb. Garrett doesn't know exactly what it is. He says he charged like $10 for it or something like that. And he puts the orb inside the case of the orb, and it starts pulling him somewhere.
Yeah, there's also like this note
Oh yeah.
that says like, whatever you do, don't put the orb into the whatever the fuck the other thing is.
The cover.
Yeah. And then on the back, it says some shit like, even if you're a struggling shop owner who needs money and there's a lot of treasure down here, don't fucking do it.
So of course Garrett he does it. Yeah.
Right.
That was just so dumb. It's so dumb. It did seem kind of funny to me because of that, but it really was just not great. It also is never explained like how it got out because when Dennis, the dog that Steve trained, took the orb and put it under his bed, the orb was under his bed, but then it ended up in a storage unit inside of a
with
old
all of his
Atari
with all
case.
of his other stuff.
Yeah, so I assume that like his house like got enclosed on or something, and then they took all his stuff to the storage unit.
Don't know how that works.
I don't know. Yeah, but maybe I don't know. I'm sure they did their research on what happens legally there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe not. Who knows? It's a
no,
kids
come
movie.
on. This is a Minecraft movie, man. This is art. But yeah, basically the orb starts pulling Henry somewhere, so that they follow it. Duncan, Garrett, and Henry. Garrett.
Now you have it in my head as Duncan too. Damn.
Garrett.
Garbage Garrett.
Garrett the garbage man. I like. There's a joke in the movie where somebody walked up to him and they're like, "Oh, aren't you Garrett the trash bag?" And he looks all offended. No, Garrett the garbage man.
Hilarious. Good line there.
It's so good. But both Garrett and Henry are getting pulled to the portal that Steve got brought through. And Dawn and Natalie are still back at the house. And Natalie's like, I can't find Henry anywhere. I don't know where he is. And she's like called a bunch of people.
So like the only logical person is to call your realtor.
Yep. She has Dawn.
She's like, I don't know what to do.
And Dawn's like, here, I know what to do. She grabs Natalie's phone and is just like, he's at the mines. He's outside of a mine with Garrett.
Yeah. Did she say with Garrett?
She did.
I was gonna say, like, maybe she had, like, her location and didn't know, but, like, how would she know Garrett was there, too?
I don't know. It's like they've got some drone technology tracking them at all times or something. Where I have no idea. She can, like, access, street cameras or something through an app in the, like, I don't know.
No idea.
There's some weird way, but they end up, chasing after him. And by the time they get to the mines, Henry's pretty much already being pulled in. He won't let go of the cube. He'd rather risk his life going into a different dimension, and they all kind of follow him in.
Yeah.
And now we are in the Minecraft.
Well, they all kind of get, like, pulled in, don't they?
Pulled in. Pretty much. Well, he gets pulled in, and they're all pulling him.
Oh.
So.
And then they all get, like, shot in.
Stupid. It's just, one after the other. And, they're in the Minecraft world. I love that we get, like, the whole Minecraft music, the boom, 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 boom.
Oh.
And all that, like, right when they get in, it makes me happy. You look around, the world looks beautiful. Looks a little different. Steve was there because, all Steve's stuff that he's built is still around. Steve's world and all that. So it's pretty nice. And, yeah, they get into the world, and I believe that's where we cut to the Nether and see Steve all chained up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the evil pig has Steve captured in the Nether, and it's pretty much like, you know what, Steve, you need to go and get this orb for me and bring it back because I have your dog, which is not true. It's a bluff. We know it's a bluff, but it
also doesn't like how it's like your dog took the orb back to your house in the real world. So like if she were to have the dog, she would have also had the orb.
Wow. Yeah, if Steve would have thought about that, it would have made it a lot easier on him.
But just no critical thinking skills whatsoever.
No, and I think that continues with Steve. He's not a big critical thinker. Sorry, I keep looking over that. I can't. Hopefully this isn't picking up in the mic. If so, we have some nice background music right now. It's really nice.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I leaned forward to look and I hit my chin on the mic again.
Here we go again.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's whatever. And basically they're in the overworld now, and they have to spend a night there, so they go through the Minecraft experience. If it turns night, they start getting attacked by a bunch of monsters and all things alike, and then they figure out they can build, so they build a house, and they're fighting all the monsters, they're building the house, Garrett's almost dying all the time. There's a bunch of physical comedy going on.
Yeah.
We're just chilling, me and you are just chilling watching it.
And then they are backed into a corner.
Everything is...
All the zombies are coming at them.
And then Steve shows up.
Yes.
Right? Steve is there, and he starts just killing zombie after zombie and just effortlessly pushing them off roofs and, waiting for sunlight to activate at the perfect time, watching them burn with a sadistic smile on his face. And yeah, it's they ask him, "Who are you?" and he responds with,
I am Steve.
and then everybody in the theater cheered at top volume.
Okay, it was just like I think a group of like 5 people.
It was like when Luke Skywalker came out at the end of Force Awakens. It was
Nothing like that.
erupted, man. We had people running up and down
Nothing
the
like
aisles.
that.
There was a fire that started somewhere in the back, just out of celebration. It was great confetti. It was a good time. It was, I got teared up, obviously, watching that.
Sure.
I'm just stalling because I forget where the story goes from here. But
I think just like he kills them all, and it's like he's killing them as the sun is coming up, right? So then they all like burst in the fire, all that shit, die, and I think then they just kind of Steve reveals the
his plan with the orb, the fact that he needs it, yeah.
which I wasn't really paying attention to.
No, it's just like he needs it to get his dog back because his dog might be stolen or whatever.
Yeah, but he's like, I can get you guys back though.
Yep, and that's the other thing that happened. The problem is that he can't just take the orb back right now because when Garrett was fighting oh my god, is that another one? I just almost called him Dennis. Is that another one? Or did I already say that
dog.
One? Oh, that's the dog. That's why that's in my head. But yeah, Garrett broke the shell to the orb, which is required to open the portal.
Oh,
right. Before that happened, though, a villager from the Minecraft world had walked into the real world. This is probably the best part of the movie, honestly, is the villager wanders into the real world, and we don't know where that's gonna go yet.
Will you remember when to bring that back up?
Yep. If not, at the very end, I'll probably fix my mistake.
Okay.
So yeah, Steve and company, they end up setting their way off to a village because the only way to get the casing to this orb back is to go to the Woodland Mansion. And to go to the Woodland Mansion, they need to get supplies. They need to get prepared.
Yeah.
So they enter the village. Steve's showing them around. There's a bunch of good jokes about how villagers look, like Jason Momoa doing the little, putting his arms together and doing a bow to the villagers, like they're just giving him a sign with his arms. That I thought was really funny. He was actually pretty funny. I've never seen him in a comedy role. He played it. He played this character really, really well.
Yeah, he plays like an idiot, I think. Well, there's something else that he was an idiot in. I don't remember though.
He was an idiot. Well, yeah, they see his face out there, and they're just like, you know what? He looks like an idiot. That's who we gotta bring in.
Right, exactly.
Of course, it's flawless. But as it's happening, everybody's kind of asking questions about the world. We're taught about the iron golems. If they don't mess with you, if you don't mess with the villagers, they won't mess with you. All this good stuff. And a pig walks by with a crown on, right? And as that pig walks by with the crown on, the kid says, is that some sort of king or something? And Steve corrects him and goes, no, that's a legend. And then moves on. And have you heard anything about what that is, what that represents?
No, I didn't understand the point of that.
Because it felt just kind of like a cheap line, some sort of joke or something like that didn't land. So what that actually is I think I'll probably bring it up a little bit during Gio's Hidden Gems, but maybe I'll give myself the opportunity to skip over it. So have you heard of the YouTuber Technoblade?
I think so.
So he was a Minecraft YouTuber. He's popular as I think it was Minecraft speedrunning back in the day, but he was one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers on the planet, on at least on YouTube. And that would make sense. And basically he died in 2022. And it was really sad. He died I don't know if it was in the middle of making a video or if this was just a video that got put out, but there's this really emotional video of his dad coming onto his channel and telling all the viewers that he died.
Oh,
so it's actually,
yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, so that was his icon, was the pig with the crown on. So
wasn't there like a fundraiser and stuff that a bunch of other gamers did for his family or something like that?
I think you're right. Yeah. It was it was a sad moment in the gaming community, but it brought some people together.
That was for him?
Yes.
That's so sweet. Oh my god.
I loved how they did it, man.
That actually makes me like this movie more now.
Yes, it was so sweet, and just because that line, you could tell Jack Black was being genuine with it, and it was so cool. No, he's a legend.
Yeah.
And there was no joke after that, no punchline. It was just on to the next thing. It was That was a really cool moment.
No, that's very cool. I was like, I don't understand this.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
It's supposed to be some lore I don't know.
That was super exciting to me. Yeah, some Minecraft lore you weren't familiar with.
Yeah.
There's also we're in the village, there's a chicken place, which is pretty much, they have a lava machine that takes out chicken and cooks them. And basically, whenever an animal gets killed in this, they turn into just like your real Minecraft, the food item really fast, but the food is like, when it's cooked chicken, like it looks like, it honestly looked really cool. It looked like real cooked chicken.
Right.
But it was still blocky.
Right.
So it was just kind of this really, weird looking chicken. There was a good moment with Garrett kind of acting like he could eat the hot chicken. The chicken that had just been baked with lava, and he did not do a great job with that.
Right.
But I believe at the village they end up the bad pig ladies constantly, this whole movie is just sending a bunch of pig villains into the overworld to go and try and find Steve because he's taking too long, I guess, right? They want to get the orb. Steve's not doing it for them. Well,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they were just like, get the orb and kill him.
Yeah, so she created another problem by not just keeping Steve locked up. She could have just sent the other pigs earlier.
Right.
Had a way easier job there, unfortunately. Wasn't able to.
Yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
But they're just kind of doing village shit, getting ready. They show, like, the crafting table. Is that what it's called?
Crafting table.
Yeah.
We get to see Steve's stash. So they create some cool stuff on the crafting table. That was one of my favorite scenes, definitely, is getting to see just kind of all these Minecraft items is in Steve's stash, and they're all real Minecraft items, all things that you can actually do, boots of swiftness and fireworks and all this other stuff, diamond swords and stuff, but Henry uses items from real life to create a tater cannon, essentially.
And, okay, here's where I have a question. Is for this tater cannon, he has a tater tot. And then Garrett has a line of like, you had tater, why didn't you tell me you had tater tot? Where did he get those from? Because he left the tater tot pizza.
Yeah, I guess he took some, and then all the way through school he had those tater tots in his pocket. And then all the way on his drive to Dillon, they were just sitting there.
Right.
Yeah, there was just some stale taters.
Yeah.
Some stale taters.
I was like, how did he have that for that long?
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's not important. It's just a personal question I had.
Yeah, this movie was great until I realized there's no way Henry could have had the taters in his pocket for that long. There's just no way.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
But I think at this point I'll go back. The villager's still in the real world, and he's attempting to cross the street. He's waiting as all these cars go by, and then finally thinks it's clear. He takes a couple steps into the road, and bang!
Oh my god.
You think you were scared?
Jesus
Just think about how that picked up on the mic, dude. That probably just shattered eardrums.
Oh, it was so loud.
Exactly. It was a jump scare, and he gets hit by a car, and Jennifer Coolidge gets out of the car, Principal Coolidge, and she's just kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she looks him up and down. She's like, your face, or something like that.
Well, she said something like, oh, not again.
Not again, yeah.
You're not going to sue me, are you?
Yeah, so out of fear from being sued, she takes the villager out to dinner.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I guess we just kind of finished our story there until the very end. At dinner, there's just some very funny scenes with.
They had one of my favorite jokes that we both laughed at, and it didn't seem like anyone else in the theater.
Yeah, but it got us. Why didn't it get no one else?
It's just because Jennifer Coolidge is so fun, and her line delivery is so. I'll tell you the joke now. It was the waiter comes up, says, "Are you finished?" And he goes, "No, I think he's Swedish."
But we are done with our meal. So good.
And it made us laugh so hard, but no one else was laughing.
It's just like, it's one of those, for me, have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Yes, of course.
So, in, like, early seasons, I don't know if he comes back because I haven't finished it, but there's, oh my gosh, Princess Caroline is dating that kid who's, 3 kids. And the whole joke is that nobody ever notices that it's 3 kids. And every time BoJack tries to talk about it, she just plays it off like he's not. It's the best. It's such a good joke. It was like that joke basically, where she's just like, she's just in love and just talking, and everything that could be passed off as like, oh, this is a villager. Can I, this is not actually communicating with you. She's able to play off, in a smooth way.
Yeah, she's like, you're such a good listener.
Yeah, it is so good.
Honestly, the whole movie for me could just be her date with the villager.
Yes.
I would have enjoyed that a lot more.
I wish we if that was our A storyline, the other one was our B storyline, I would have been way happier, dude. Just watching their
absolutely
all the drama with her ex-husband Clemente.
Yes.
Like all that stuff. It would have been fantastic.
Hilarious.
But yeah, basically back in the villager city, we find out that there are diamonds on this world, and because Garrett kind of talked to Steve, hey, I saw your note about the riches down here, and Garrett essentially tells Steve that in order to give him the orb, you have to take me to the diamonds first. So they are trying to make their way to the mountain at that point, right? They said they have to go through it to get the Woodland Mansion, even though that's not 100% true. Garrett just wants the diamonds, but they get attacked by all kinds of piglins, right? At that point, I believe. Yeah, so they're just getting wrecked. Piglins are coming, and yeah, it's just a big brawl, pretty much. Cool Minecraft ball. We find out Natalie's really good at killing things, essentially.
Yes.
There's like a lot of character death, honestly, in this. They're just able to kill people really easily, so it's kind of funny. Like,
yeah.
I remember one scene with the evil pig queen lady. In her introduction, there's this little kid who's like this piglet who's drawing is that what they're called, piglet? Or did I just think because of the Winnie the Pooh character?
Nope, that's what little pigs are called, piglets.
Nice. Sweet. I guess that makes sense because like rabbit's called rabbit. Yeah, but sorry, this
kangaroo.
Yeah, kangaroo.
But there are so like Eeyore. That's not the word of what he is.
He's not. I thought he was an Eeyore.
What?
I'm just kidding. What is he though? A donkey?
Yeah.
A depressed donkey.
Yeah. You hear the thing about like all the characters represent like different mental illnesses?
Really?
Have you heard that? Yeah.
Oh God, do I want to hear it?
It's but like in a good way. Like it's cool.
Is
like
it?
Representation, fun.
I guess it just kind of makes the kids cartoon a little darker. It's like, yeah, you think Rabbit's a happy man, but he's actually got this mental disorder.
Well, yeah, like the theory is like the kid, like Christopher Robin, has all of these like mental illness, but they come up as like
Wow.
Yeah. This isn't important to the movie, though. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, this is supposed to be our shorter episode. Wait a minute. But yeah, basically, they're hauling to try to get the Woodland Mansion. They end up winning the fight, in the village.
Dawn and Natalie get like separated at some point.
Yeah, with no clear reason as to why they're separated. It's just, I guess, distance. Because they're wrecking all these pigs anyway, so it doesn't really like.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make that big of a difference. And then Natalie's just like, oh, I can't get to him. I can't get to my brother Henry. And Dawn's just like, well, we'll meet him at the Woodland Mansion. So,
yeah.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's good.
And is this when the dog comes back?
I'm pretty sure we go to the mountain first, but we can do that. They're kind of, so Dawn and Natalie are walking off.
Yeah, they're happening at the same time. Not sure about the
I don't know
sequence
which is first. Yeah, they're happening at the same time.
The movie.
Natalie and Dawn are just kind of walking. It was a cool conversation because they're kind of just like having a very serious conversation that really adults are only going to care about. But as they're having it, there's just a zombie that keeps attacking them, so they just keep on like whacking. So they're casually walking. The zombie gets close, then they'll take a second, just elbow the zombie, continue their casual conversation. It's pretty funny. And they end up seeing Dennis walk up on them, the dog. They give Dennis a conveniently placed bone to make him not mad at them, which is a Minecraft error that wouldn't actually happen. Once you tame a dog, it doesn't matter if your friends walk up. It's still going to be tame unless they hit it first. So.
Okay.
Yeah. There's 1 point off right there.
Damn.
And, we get back to the mountain where I believe they used elytra to get to the mountain, right? The wingsuits, is that how they got there?
Yeah.
So you look very bored.
The story is very boring. It's like there's so many pieces we still have to go through that I don't remember.
I can start cruising, bro. I mean, I am
Cruises.
cruising. I am cruising.
Yeah, you are cruising.
I am cruising. You know who else is cruising? Is Garrett and Henry and Steve, because they're using Elytra from the village to go get to the mountain to find the diamonds. So they use their Elytra, they fight off some pigs on the way, they get to the mountain.
Also, Steve doesn't have, like, he's like, oh, I thought I grabbed 3.
Yeah.
So he then, wait, I'm sorry, we have to talk about this.
Yeah, it's fine.
So he then sits, somehow as he's falling, he gets on the back of Jason Momoa and is like, or whatever, Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett.
And he's like pulling his hair to like try to catch.
Yeah.
And he has like a strange line about like just like following his hips.
Right, yeah. Honestly, those two's chemistry was like the best part of this
Absolutely.
movie. They were hilarious together.
Absolutely.
You could tell because in the interviews they were also hilarious together.
I didn't like their characters on their own. Like, they had the best jokes when they were together.
Totally.
For sure.
Because they had that whole man sandwich thing going on too on that flight where it was just...
Which was like really like a very strange position.
It was
like,
suggestive, I felt, too.
Very much so.
It felt very suggestive, like they were trying to give some adult jokes in there, but it was...
For sure.
I don't know, it was just funny, and I can imagine shooting it was even funnier.
Yeah.
And especially with those, like, shooting something like that with Jack Black has to just be the just most hilarious thing that you could do.
Yeah, that was I would say one of the craziest fucking scenes from that. But it did make me laugh a lot.
Yeah,
by, like, a lot of probably inappropriate jokes to like go over
Definitely.
the child's head, which there were a lot of in this.
We're also just on the edge of our seats, you know, it's a big chase scene.
Yeah, were they gonna
What's gonna happen?
make it through the hole?
Yeah, are the main characters gonna die?
What's
Are they
gonna happen?
Halfway through the movie?
I don't know. They could.
They could. But they don't. They get straight through the hole, and unfortunately, they get away. They get all the way to the mountain, which is just fantastic. Nicely done on their part.
Yeah.
And they decide to go find some diamonds. So I thought they were gonna have to mine for diamonds. Nope. Steve just has like buckets of them, just chilling down there. So Garrett's just kind of taking all the diamonds that he can. They hear some more piglins coming. I do believe to attack. So they decide to hop in a mine cart. And go on this big roller coaster area.
Well, there's this whole thing with them getting in there, right?
Was there?
Like when they sing that song,
Oh God, why is this escaping me?
right?
You gotta explain it. I don't know why I can't remember it.
I don't really remember it either. This is how great this movie was. We can't fucking remember shit from it. But basically Garrett and Steve are distracting so Henry can get somewhere to the I don't know. I was so lost at this point.
That was at the Woodland Mansion, wasn't it?
No, but it was before the card thing, wasn't it?
We're at the mountain, not the Woodland Mansion. Yeah.
But that happens before they're in the mine train thing, so I thought you just glazed over that.
You're talking about the part where they sing to distract all the enemies?
What did I just say? Yeah.
That's later in the movie.
But that happens before the minecart thing.
It can't. It wouldn't make sense because the minecart happens at the mountain. That distraction happens at the Woodland Mansion, which is the next set. Like the next set piece.
Are you sure?
Very.
Okay, then continue on.
Because like, what would they be distracting from at the mountain?
I was lost this entire movie. I have no fucking idea. I don't know. I have absolutely no... I don't even know where they were there in the first place.
To get the diamonds.
But then... What were they doing? Like, what were they doing in the mountain?
Getting diamonds.
Do you see how I'm confused? You were saying they're at the mountain to get diamonds, but then they were also at the Woodland Mansion to get diamonds?
No. They're at the Woodland Mansion to get the cover.
You just said diamonds when I asked.
You asked about the Woodland Mansion?
Yes.
I said...
Play it back. Play it back.
Yeah, play it back. Get back to us. We're going to pause the episode here. And then next week we'll go again. Disregard what I said. It is... They went to the mountain to get the diamonds, remember? Because that's the whole detour that they have to do. They go to the Woodland Mansion is to get the orb cover. That's right. That's the big thing, is the Woodland Mansion houses the orb cover.
But they never get it.
They do.
Wait, what? I don't remember any of that. When did they get it?
At the end of the movie, he fights the Enderman. to get the. We'll get there. Just give me some time. We'll get there.
Okay, you continue on because I clearly know nothing about this
We're
movie.
getting close. But it's really they just hop on the minecart after they got Garrett his diamonds, and they're running from the piglins. But they get to a part in the track where there's a really cool detail actually, because when you're making those mines and using redstone to make them go fast like that, which is a real thing, you use like one piece of redstone every 5 blocks because it would be a waste of redstone to do it every single block.
Right.
And they had that on the track. It was like gaps of 5 with the redstone. It was so cool. It was like just like the thing. But they got to a point where there was a break in the redstone, and it was a whole freaking cave of creepers. Apparently, it was Steve's creeper farm, which is to get gunpowder. It's pointless, but it's it just turns into this very funny moment because Garrett gets out to push the cart as close as he can to the next piece of redstone, and it's just this very slow pushing with all the creepers coming behind him and the big piglin getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
And it's just they're fine though. They get out. They're chilling, and they get through the mine. They get out on the mine cart, and why do you look so confused?
Because I'm confused. Continue on.
I want to hear what your thoughts are sounding like right now. That your facial expression is like just.
I have no idea what's going on.
Really?
Because I thought after they got out of the mine train thing, that's when they like almost died.
No, that was on the bridge after the Woodland Mansion.
Yeah, I remember nothing from this movie.
I do believe. You might be right, honestly. I'm trying to think of when, because there's kind of a
because I thought from the Woodland Mansion they like went down, and that was where the creeper farm was in the mine train, and then they came out from that, and there were more, and then they almost died.
But then what happens?
I have no idea.
Because the only problem with that is then because they still have to go fight. Like, they go to the Woodland Mansion to get the cover first, and then they lose a fight, get it stolen, and then go back at the portal.
Really?
Yeah.
I have absolutely no memory of them getting the cover whatsoever.
I don't remember how they get to the Woodland Mansion, but we're just going to go and fast forward there. No.
I'm so confused. This is how you know this was a shitty-ass movie, because I can't remember a single detail from it.
I mean, I thought it was great, so...
Oh, you thought it was great?
Like I said, dude, one of the best movies I've seen in the past decade.
Oh my god.
No. But yeah, they get out of the minecart, and they might, who knows, maybe they use their elytras from the mountain to go to I have no idea, but they end up at the Woodland Mansion. They end up at the Woodland Mansion, and inside the Woodland Mansion, they hatch a plan to get Henry upstairs to go find the cover. They have to be careful because there's Endermen and a bunch of enemies around. So Garrett and Steve go and sing a song together to distract everybody in little mushroom hats.
Yeah.
They're just singing along, and Henry's upstairs fighting with an Enderman.
Okay, can you see how fucking confusing this was for me? Like, why the fuck are they here? Like, what are they getting? I also thought he owned this mansion. Like, why are there other people here?
What?
What's going on?
What?
Like, I thought it was his mansion.
Oh, because you don't know what a Woodland Mansion is.
No.
Yeah. No, that's not his mansion. That was the big thing.
Because that's why I was like, the dog. Like, I thought he was just like bringing them back to where like they live. Like, I didn't realize.
Well, they needed
the
cover.
scent thing was such a big part.
No,
that's what I didn't understand, where they were getting the cover. So you can see how I was confused through the entirety of this movie when they dropped things like so fast, and then it's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand.
That's true. Yeah, they probably didn't give enough like reason as to why. They're just like one line or so. Like, yep, this is at the Woodland Mansion. But I guess when he's hatching the whole plan, describing how it works, he is saying, on this floor there's this enemy, on this floor there's this enemy, on this floor where the case is there's this enemy. You gotta be careful to not look this enemy in the eyes, or else you'll die.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember that.
It's great. It's really good. It's Dang, yeah. I mean, apparently you weren't paying very close attention.
I wasn't. There were so many things going on in that fucking theater. Oh my god.
Me personally, I was locked in, man. You couldn't take my eyes away from that screen. Anything could have happened. There could have been a bomb going off behind me, and I would have been, dude. Come on, I'm not talking. Okay, I'm not actually talking about a bomb in the movie theater.
Okay, let's just move through this story so we can be done.
All right, cutting off my joke, dude.
Please, this episode's already getting long.
Damn. Okay.
We said this was gonna be a short episode.
I mean, we're very short compared to normal.
Wait, you said like an hour and a half. We're at an hour.
All right.
We need to speed shit up if we're gonna get through. Like, I have more stuff to say on characters and story, clearly, because I don't remember anything that's happening.
I got shit to do today, Gio. Let's hustle up on your
Come
story.
on, let's go.
Fuck it, dude. The end. That's it. There's where we end it.
No.
They get captured into as they're singing the song, they get captured, and there's this whole chicken jockey fight that we saw in the preview, where it's just a ring in the basement where Garrett fights a chicken and a zombie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just came back to you there.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that scene now?
That was so stupid.
Very stupid scene. There's also another applause when the chicken jockey got put together.
Which scared the fuck out of me again.
For some reason.
Dude, because it wasn't an applause, it was yelling.
I don't know.
Very loudly. I don't like people yelling in movie theaters. Sorry.
I don't like
Unpopular opinion.
I mean,
like, I didn't give a fuck because I don't care about this movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kids at a kids movie that I don't give a fuck about, you can do it. But if it's something that I care about and you're screaming,
I just despise middle school boys in movie theaters anyway.
All right.
That's the truth of it.
No, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, they get captured. Upstairs, Henry's having a battle with an Enderman, trying to get this case to put on the orb to get back home, and it works out. You know, they end up finding their way out. What?
That's what I was looking for.
Did you just now? What?
Well, no, I'm just remembering the scene again. It's like, oh, right.
Yeah, when he opened the chest and found. They had this. It was kind of a cool scene where they open a bunch of chests.
That's what I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like looking through a bunch of shit. I didn't know what he was looking for.
Yeah, all the chests were filled with random Minecraft items. So
right.
It was cool. They open one chest, it's like steaming meat, you know?
Yeah,
It was a cool moment. But yeah, he wins the battle with the Endermen, and they finally get out. They think they're chilling, but unfortunately the piglins are there to catch them. So they're on this big bridge, and Garrett has this moment where he's like, you know, he gets both Steve and Henry to safety, and he's like, go without me. And he, you know, it's this big sacrifice moment that the piglins have TNT.
Yeah.
And what was his line? He was like, you know, make a song about me and make sure it's metal and all, you know, just a couple of nice
real instruments.
Yeah, real instruments. It was great. Just a couple of jokes as he's sacrificing himself. And then Garrett gets blown up, unfortunately. So they're flying off. They think they're chilling.
No way he could possibly live when he's on a bridge with a bunch of TNT that all blows up.
No, absolutely no way.
Don't know how that would happen.
He's cooked chicken. He's like human flesh is what he would become, right? In the Minecraft
right.
world. Just like a nice little piece of human flesh.
Ew.
Probably cooked human flesh too because of
Ew.
TNT. Yeah.
That's so gross.
You know, it was there if you just looked really close.
Does that happen? Like when you kill the villagers or human
No,
flesh?
no, there's not. Dude, when you kill the villagers, the Iron Golem gets pissed at you and they start seeking you out, and every hit is half your health. So imagine that big guy who's been peaceful the whole time, you hit their villagers, he just starts coming up and fucking boom, boom, boom.
Oh. Yeah. That would be crazy if you killed it. It was human flesh. Like Minecraft just promoting cannibalism. That would be wild.
That'd be. Yeah, I mean, it's a realistic game, Mark. You gotta put realistic items in there. Blood, flesh, bone.
Gross.
Yeah, but pretty much they lost that battle. Garrett gets blown up, and the leader, Pig Lady, also has the orb now, so she's opening up a portal from the Nether to take up. That was the fear of this lady. She was going to open up from the Nether to put a dark cloud over the overworld, basically, and create the regular Minecraft world into the Nether. But yeah, they think they're screwed. Henry and Steve are flying away, having a nice time. You know, being sad about Garrett's death. They find Natalie. They built a nice little mushroom house Dennis is also there, so Steve's very excited to see him.
Yeah, they just kind of like Steve wakes up in this
Yeah.
mushroom. Oh, so sorry. That was what the fuck was that?
What?
That was okay. That's what that was my shoe on your water bottle.
I thought you like really did something wrong, dude. You felt bad.
No, it just sounded so loud to me. Sorry. Yeah, they're in the mushroom house. Natalie, Dawn. What's it? Clifford? What's his name?
Clifford. Clifford the small gray dog. And
What's his name? Dennis.
Dennis.
They're all there. Yay.
It's a great moment. They pretty much just like, yeah, we need to go take back the orb and everything. So they decide to go and get all prepared and, craft a bunch of items for themselves and get all ready to go fight the piglins.
Mm-hmm.
They get there, they get a bunch of an iron golem army, dog army, and they get in this final showdown with the piglins, and they're just fighting away, going at it. The iron golems are just killing it. The boots of swiftness or whatever gets put on an iron golem, which I don't think you can do. If you can, that's unbelievable, and I never knew that. But there's a flying iron golem was taking on the bigger pigs, and it's just this battle. Queen Pig's leading it all. She's got her big portal with the orb up on top of it. So Henry finds a nice little Eye of Ender, which teleports you in the game. All this stuff, as you can imagine, does really happen in the game. You can throw an Eye of Ender or Ender Pearl, and it will transport you to that area. So he throws the Ender Pearl up. He grabs the orb, but unfortunately he falls off. He gets pushed off somehow, and he's falling down. You think the main character's about to die, and then Garrett's alive. He comes in, riding a blimp.
And how did that happen?
Don't know. He said a water bucket is what he said. He used Steve's trick, but that doesn't explain how he survived getting blown up by like 4 pieces of TNT.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's fine. The jackets could be in great quality. Sunglasses aren't broken. I mean, he's completely good to go.
Yup.
And yeah, I mean, they pretty much they take out the pig. They have this nice little. They're winning the battle very easily, and it's just the evil pig queen that's left. And Steve walks up to her, and she's like, come closer. And Steve's like, oh, do you have another knife that you're going to pull out and try and kill me? She's like, no. And he gets closer, and she tries to kill him with one knife. So Steve starts walking away again, and the whole shit goes again, where come closer. Do you have a knife to kill me? No, I don't. Gets closer again, has another knife.
Yeah.
And there's a third knife in there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that pretty much gets us very close to the end here. They get the orb back. Everybody's fine. The world is saved. It's sunny outside again.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving. Steve's saying goodbye. And as they're crossing back through the portal, Steve decides, you know what? I'm going to go back to the real world.
No, here comes my main problem with this movie, okay? Because it's like, this is very Jumanji-esque, right? You're in a world, you gotta get out, gotta get back home, blah, 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 all that shit. But with the worlds in Jumanji, they're typically, like, super, like, dangerous and, like, not that appealing to be in
True.
whatsoever. So it's like, why would you go back to the real world when you're in the Minecraft world that is so much better? It's not like, not to be rude, but it's not like the kids in this have parents or anything.
It's true.
Like,
you could just live there for the rest of your life with no problems.
Like,
I mean,
clearly Garrett doesn't really have anything holding him back, like, whatsoever.
Yeah.
And why would Steve want to leave?
I don't know, because Steve proved that you can make this world whatever you want it, just by not going to the Nether, pretty much, and holding the orb in a safe space in your own base. You're going to be able to live there forever, build the crazy stuff, bring people, any type of people in that you want. You can travel back to the real world whenever you want. Just check people out, go back.
Right. So why would all of them go back?
I don't know, especially Steve. I
Yeah.
guess maybe I should understand Steve the most because he's been there. Maybe he's bored with it. He's like, I've done all I can do here.
Right.
But them, definitely. It's like, kid, you hate your life at school, bro. Why not just live here? I mean, I think any kid in his scenario would have stayed. Any kid.
Exactly. And there's, like, a bunch of lines of, like, oh, I don't fit in there, blah, 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 blah. Like, I fit in here. Like, those are, like, the subtext of those lines. Yeah. He doesn't actually say that. So I feel like it was leading up for him to, like, stay there and, like, his sister, like, visit him or, like, something like that.
But he wants to take his creativity to the real world.
Which is, like, crazy.
Yeah, because he's going to get that beat out of him really fast.
Because it's like
there's the public school system.
There's nothing really, other than, like, the knights and all the creepers and the zombies and all that shit. But they can clearly handle that very easily. Yeah. So there is no real reason why someone wouldn't want to stay in the Minecraft world. Like, I don't get it. Like, why... There was no, like, turning point. You know what I mean? Of like, no, I want to go back home. Like, always in Jumanji, they have something like, obviously they're going through, like, worse shit.
Right.
And they don't really want to stay there anyway. But there's, like, a moment of, like, recognizing that they are, like, grateful for the life they have, like, there. So they need to go back because of, like, X, Y, and Z. But they really didn't have
No.
any of that except, like, a few short explanations.
I mean, even Garrett's just going back to having to deal with a bunch of paperwork, how to get out of this, his apartment being evicted, how to, you know, how to convert these. He doesn't know if these diamonds actually work.
Yeah,
as
he
currency.
says he's going back before Steve is going. And he's like, yeah, my only friend is this kid.
Yeah, honestly, he gets along with Steve way better. He should have stayed before.
Yeah, they should have, like, both stayed at the very least.
Do you want me to give you the real reason why they did that?
Why?
It's because they can't have kids actually want to live in the Minecraft world.
No, I know that.
Because they'll want to be playing so much more Minecraft, right? You want to give the lesson to the kids that,
right,
well, the real world's where you want to be.
That's the thing. I understand why they can't do that.
Yeah.
So there should have been more things in there making them want to go back.
Right.
To the, like, the only thing they wanted to do was defeat the fucking pig lady.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, there was no, like, oh, we need to get home.
They're trying to do it with creativity.
Moment whatsoever.
But, like, yeah, it's really unfortunate. I wish they would have found a way to, like, really have, a good reason to pull him back. What could have been it? Yeah.
Like, even a few lines later, when they're in the Minecraft world of, like, this is where our mom wanted us to be.
Yes,
like, type shit.
That's better. That's much better.
Like, because that was only mentioned at the start.
Right.
Like, there could have been, like, a nice little, like, brother-sister moment where they're like, no, we kind of need to get back. You know? Like, just throughout the entirety of them being there. It didn't have to be right at the end. But if there were, like, a few more, just even, like, easy throwaway lines that it's like, that's such a cop-out, I would have appreciated that more than what's happening. But yes, I understand. They can't have it end that way, because it's not like, they don't want kids to, you know, want that. Like, so they needed, just some, like, better reason to have to go back.
You're absolutely right.
Rather than, like, a part of their journey through defeating whatever the fucking pig's name was.
Mm-hmm.
They should have had something within that journey that was also the journey home, because they really wanted to go home. Not like, oh, I'm actually thriving here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's so true. I mean, there need to be more negatives about the Minecraft world or something like that. More characters maybe in the real world that we cared about, you know?
Like, anyone that you would want to return back to.
Yeah, just some reason, please.
Yeah. So that's where I think, main issue lies with that. Is, like, it would have been so easy to literally just throw a line in there.
Oh, I've got it. Dawn's animals are dying or dead.
Yeah, I mean, she has, I feel like she has reason to go back because she didn't, like, want to be there in, like, the first place.
She got roped into this, man.
Yeah.
With her spy technology to be able to know where these kids were in the first, where Henry was in the first place.
Or even if they didn't want to do that throughout the thing, it could have been Steve being like, well, stay here with me. And then they each would have their kind of reason for going back, and then eventually convince him to come back. Like, that could have been her reason of been like, I need to get back to my animal. Also, he gave her his dog term. What the fuck was up with that?
That was weird, too. It's like, Dennis, go live in a different universe, buddy. Hope you like it. Hope you like it.
You've been my best friend through all of this, but I'm gonna give you to this random lady that I've only... Like, they weren't together that often, you know what I mean? No. Like, they were separated for a majority of that.
Yeah, you could see what they were trying to do, because that was the lady who gave him the bone or everything, but it didn't make sense.
No.
But that's about it. They get back to the real world, and there's just celebrations going on. Natalie's started a self-defense class, everybody's creating stuff. Steve is...
Working the shop with Garrett.
They're
popping off.
Garrett's shop's going crazy. Yep, it's got much more people coming out, I guess. I mean, they think they must have done something. I'm pretty sure it seems like retro gaming has become a little more popular. There's no other way that people would be going to that store. Yeah, but...
Henry builds his jetpack.
And
it works.
He pulls up to school.
What I'm realizing now from what you said is it already previously worked if that kid didn't...
It did.
Cut the red wire.
It worked perfectly.
So...
And,
maybe we should have done something a little more accomplished than that.
That would have been cool.
But, whatever. It's fine. And then as the credits are rolling,
Post-credit scene.
we have a nice little scene of the best character in this.
Principal Coolidge.
So we're calling her
Yeah.
Principal Coolidge and her villager, who now speaks English,
Yes.
as well as she speaks
Villager. It was pretty dumb. The villager just starts talking, and because Clemente comes in, his her ex-husband is just like, "You're with this guy," and I'm sure the villager is voiced by somebody. I didn't know. It sounded
for
vaguely
sure.
familiar. Here, I can try to look it up real fast if you want to fill a little bit.
Yeah, I think truly the best part of that movie was the B plot, which was Jennifer Coolidge and the villager.
It was.
I enjoyed that the most, and it's maybe just because she is so hilarious and I love her. But if that was the entirety of the movie, I would have liked it way, way more. And I feel like people could say like, oh, that was such a like pointless storyline to have that in there. Like, why wasn't it just focused on the main thing? No, that was the best. I just want you guys to know that that was the best part of the movie, even though it seems a little stupid. It's the best. Did you find it?
Yeah, it was Matt Berry, who I don't 100% know.
Who's that?
He was a voice in Crapopolis. He was a voice in The Wild Robot. He was in the Fallout show. He's done some stuff. Like, he's relevant. He was Chester in The Simpsons. Is Chester like that friend, kind of redneck-looking friend of Homer's? You know what I'm talking about? Is that Chester?
I don't know. Could be.
Who knows? He's in the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. He's done some stuff. It would have been cool if that was somebody like crazy. You know, it was like, what would be like the best voice of it? Like Michael Caine. You know?
Yeah.
So someone super proper sounding and like a legend, an absolute acting legend.
Absolutely.
Something like that. That would have been cool. But I believe that is our movie.
Yeah, just moving right into characters. Obviously, with a movie like this, there was not a lot of character development whatsoever.
Nope.
Not a lot of the development, you could call it, put that in quotes, was through just like lines that they said, or like kind of giving off what they were. I do want to mention something else though. Is the sister in this, Natalie. I don't know what, like, I wish we saw more of like when like the switch flipped with her, cause she was just kind of like, I don't know how to like phrase it in a well way, but she was very against everything that was happening, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, maybe it was when she like realized she was a good fighter, I guess
so.
But like that was never shown, and then like all of a sudden they woke up like in the mushroom house and she's like, hey, we're taking care of you, we're so happy to be here, let's take it down, let's do it. Like when they're talking about fighting, she's like, yeah, let's do it, let's go. After the entire time her being concerned about her brother and being like, no, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that, like all of that.
Yeah, now she's willing to watch her brother put his life on the line to fight in a pig war.
Right.
Yeah, that's
It like just like the development we had from her, the character I thought she was, just completely changed halfway through, and it was like, oh, okay. Didn't
That's
really
so
get any
true.
expansion on that whatsoever.
Yeah, there's also just like zero subtext to read into. Like there was nothing. There's no unspoken depth. You know, everything about those characters was just laid out, said, and acted on by them, and they didn't. You know, they had some good. Like I think probably the best development would be Garrett.
Right.
Because Garrett, you know, it makes sense when he breaks down. He hasn't seen the movie where he's kind of just, you know, talking about how like, you know, I'm not actually strong. You know, I'm not, you know, I feel bad about my life and stuff like that. And that scene was good. Like that was needed, and like it added to the development a little bit. But then when he's just becomes like the savior character that comes back after a fake death, it just kind of all feels, you know, like, I don't know. It didn't feel like there was a real point to his, the changes that he made.
No, I feel like like Loki would have been my favorite character if he had died.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, if he would have died, it would have, because that said enough about the type of person he was rather than his little monologue about it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, Steve was just Jack
Jack
Black.
Black. Yeah, no, he's just Jack Black. He was a little
Just a children's version of Jack Black being very, like, to the 100, you know what I mean?
And so much of the character is explaining the world, too, which just made him, I guess to the writers, made him sound like Steve, but to me, just made him sound like a vehicle for parents to understand. Like, that's all I heard. He's like, oh, this is this way because of that. And, oh, these are these guys. And it was just like, okay, man, I get you have to do this, but this is like half your dialogue. It's just explaining what things are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. I just think, there was like, the only kind of like emotional things we ever saw was with the dog.
Yep.
Which he then gave away.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad? And that doesn't, I'm totally with you on that. That doesn't make any fucking sense that you give the dog away. That does not. Frustrating.
Yeah, I would say, what are the other characters that, like, Henry sort of had something going, like, we're like, oh, he's a nerd, and he's an engineer, he can build shit, but it's, like, again, not much going on. Like, honestly, Natalie had a stronger character than Henry if she wouldn't have just switched halfway through.
Yeah, because at least she just wasn't, like, I don't know. They're both pretty one-dimensional.
Well, like,
I don't know.
Like her vibe, like that, like older sister vibe, like just trying to protect him, taking over because their mom died. Like that was probably more than Henry's character gave us.
It depends whether you prefer, like, the responsible sister, like, parental figure, or the carefree nerdy kid. It's just because they were just that.
Yeah.
And I guess, yeah, since she changed, her character's better. But she changed in a bad way. He didn't, he...
No, I think her character is worse because she changed, because it completely is like, okay, then we have no idea. Yeah, like, he had no real, like, personality, you could say.
No,
like, nothing was really going on.
Just kind of bumbling around, and the most we saw his personality is when he got mad at Garrett for going to the mountain before the Woodland Mansion.
I don't remember that.
Because Garrett made the deal on the side, and he was like, is this planned? And he gets really mad at Garrett. Yeah. But that's right before Garrett risks his life and stuff, so.
Yeah, the characters obviously weren't great, but I did not... it also... John had, like, nothing going for her whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, no. She's nothing character.
Like, she could have not been in there if not it was for, like, them to have, like, their own team. Yeah. Like, girls versus boys!
Exactly. She was there so Natalie could have a little bit of dialogue. Right.
Yeah, that's completely it. So, character is not great. So, favorite and least favorite character?
Favorite character, I'm gonna take Garrett. I'm gonna take Garrett.
Okay.
I think Garrett's my favorite just because he had the most development. I thought I was gonna hate him the most too, so I went in with like, oh, I'm gonna hate this character, and he actually ended up being kind of sweet. Like, yes. I enjoyed his comedy. I enjoyed, just all the quirks they gave him. They were entertaining. Absolutely,
and I will reiterate that I think he was the best when he had scenes with Steve. Like, their dialogue was absolutely the best, and he is the better out of those two characters.
Definitely.
Because, like you said, he has development. I would probably say Garrett in, like, a real sense, but I will go with, Principal Coolidge, as we're saying, because I just love Jennifer Coolidge, and it was just, that was her vibe in that movie, is the character that she is in pretty much everything, and I will eat it up every time.
She's funny.
And she had some great, hilarious lines.
Yeah. The more of her would have been nice. Yes. More of her would have been nice.
Absolutely. Like, that would have been hilarious if she also somehow was stuck in there with them.
That would have been cool. Dude, you just, like, do more scenes, man. Just, like, less time on... I don't know, I kind of wish they just cut the whole mountain thing out. And then instead just left...
I didn't even remember it, so they should have.
In your mind, they did. But then just have her, like, the villager wants to show her his home. So then they have all these you get up to all this hijinks in the Minecraft world. And you could still have the thing where she's playing, like, wow, so this is Sweden, huh? Or something. Like, you could you could really make some good jokes, right? Like,
yes, absolutely.
That shit could have been written in there, dude. It would have been great.
For sure. Least favorite character?
Least favorite character? Mine's gonna be Steve. I think Steve, like I said, his entire job was just explaining things pretty much, and all of his character was just Jack Blackness.
Yeah.
When it wasn't, he was very loud for no reason. He was just over the top. He didn't seem like a guy who had been living in a. You know, if they would have had Jack Black play it more like Steve was distraught. You know, like he was very worn out in this
like
world.
he was more like Robin Williams in the original Jumanji. Like you
Yeah,
know, like
honestly.
a guy just like angry mountain man type vibes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. He wants to get back, like, cause
But like still pretty silly.
right. It would make sense that he would want to get back home. Then, like, you could tell he's been here for a while.
Right.
Yeah, but he wasn't, and he was just Jack Black humor is not my thing too. So
Yeah, I think he's funny sometimes, but
I like people who put themselves out there that much, and he puts himself out there.
yes, yeah. Did not like him in this though. I would say I would go. Since you took Steve, I'll go with. I think I'll just go with Dawn
Poor Dawn.
because, and I love.
Sorry, Dawn or Dawn?
Oh my god! And I love that actress. It's Tasty. She's so great. She's so funny. Like, they definitely could have utilized her more if they wanted to, because she's like a great actress and she's hilarious. But they did not, and she really seemed to not have a point whatsoever, and no character development at all. So she's a realtor and has a zoo.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I should have picked that. Like, she sucks so much more than Steve. I don't know. Like, at least Steve has like
no,
things
well,
to
you
do.
you got your the good favorite one.
Yeah,
so
I
I'll
guess,
take the
yeah.
other one.
That's fair. That's fair.
You let me have the good one. What do you think? Best and worst scenes.
I think the worst scene I'll start with is this. I think the chicken jockey fight. I'm not gonna lie. It just
Yeah.
felt so extra. It was like, why do we need to have this happen? Why can't we just have them being chased around the halls or something? We have to do this whole fight and keep cutting back to it, and it was just so boring and all slapsticky and ugh.
And you know, even though you just mentioned that in the story, I forgot about it again until you brought that up.
That's it. Wow. That's how bad it is. Escaped
That's
from
how
my twice.
terrible that scene was. I would say worst. I would just have to say, not like the full ending, but the ending where they're standing by the door and they're convincing Steve to come back. Because in my mind, I'm thinking exactly what I said when we
Yeah.
were talking about the ending of the story. I was like, why the fuck is this happening? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get it whatsoever.
Right.
So, best scene?
That makes sense. Best scene for me. Do you have yours?
I mean, I feel like I keep saying this, but I'm going to say most of the scenes with Jennifer Coolidge and the villager.
Which one? There's three.
Okay,
right?
specifically, I think it was like the second one, the one where she made the Finnish Swedish joke.
Yes. That was
Like
so
that
good.
was, I think that's the same time she was like, "You're such a good listener." Like I think that was all in
Totally.
one scene. So I'd have to say that, even though I've been saying that this entire podcast episode.
That's a good
but
one.
I'll have to double down on that.
I'm gonna go with the introduction to the village scene because I just liked all the jokes. I liked, knowing everything going on, seeing it explained in such a simple way was satisfying because it was the first time they really did that. You know,
Right.
they kept it. There's just so much going on, and because of that Technoblade reference, I just thought that was the way they did that was so much better than what I thought it was gonna be, which was like some picture of that pig in the background somewhere, just walking through the back of a shot or something. They gave it actual attention. They gave an actual line to it. I thought that was awesome.
Yes. That is so great. I didn't know what was going on, but after hearing what that is, that's really awesome and amazing that they did that.
Totally.
And had like such like a moment on it and him say a line about it instead of just being in the background somewhere.
Truly. And they didn't play it off for a joke at all. They just cut to the next thing after he's a legend.
Yes.
And that's it. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that for sure. Okay, Gio, it's time for your hidden gems.
Yes, let's go. Welcome to Gio's Hidden Gems.
We should have like a gem, like a. you know?
Yeah, give me more to do in the editing process. Thank you.
That'd be
No,
funny.
we'll find some. We'll find a way to bring Gio's hidden gems in the next episode. Viewer, just wait, or listener, just wait. Keep those ears pruned. What?
What?
I needed a word. Prune sound like the right one.
Okay.
Film was originally going to be directed by Sean Levy.
Ooh.
But he left the project after disagreements with Minecraft developers.
Wait, who the fuck is... I know that.
He directed, he's a huge producer. He's produced so many things. Like, he directed Deadpool x Wolverine, I know, too. That's how I know him.
A bunch.
Yeah, a lot. The filming kicked off in New Zealand mid-January because it got delayed from the artist strike in 2023. There's also a 360-degree LED wall that's pumping out the overworld skies that syncs real-time lighting to actors' moves and slashing post-production time.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's based on Minecraft's 2011 release, with Mojang Studios first chatting about films back in 2014. So it's been talked about for a long, long time making a Minecraft film. There's a tribute to the late YouTuber Technoblade with the pig. He was a beloved YouTuber. We already talked about all that.
Yeah.
He passed away due to cancer in 2022. Rest in peace. And he was memorialized for a time in Minecraft's home screen, which is really cool. I couldn't find what was on there, but it's basically, rest in peace Technoblade, or, the legend of whatever it was. They had him on the home screen, which was awesome.
Yeah.
What are
I'm
you
sorry.
looking
I'm
at?
pretty sure those people over there are smoking weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we go join them?
I was very distracted.
That's fine.
That's my bad, but no. That's keep going.
You can
That's
watch
great.
those people smoke, and I'll go through Gio's hidden gems. That's fine.
It's right in my vision when I'm looking at you.
No, I get you, dude. That's distracting. We should call the cops on them.
Oh yeah, it's like a pipe. Okay, this isn't important. Continue on.
No, you gotta describe.
I'm locked in.
You're giving the viewer what you're seeing visually. You're doing a great job.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, score and soundtrack. Mark Mothersbaugh laced the score with 60-piece orchestra. The Jack Black's Chicken song was fully improv, and then apparently Jack Black's I Feel Alive.
Oh, is that why you said hell in it?
I think so. Oh, maybe.
Cause like in the chicken song, there was like a hell. I really latched onto it because the little girl next to me gasped when he said that.
Isn't that? Are you feeling that shift like in life though? How like media is getting much more comfortable with saying hell. Like I have noticed this over the past like 5 years, where more and more people are just saying hell on like kid media. Where when I was like, you couldn't say that. I felt that was a cuss word, but it's becoming more and more normalized, I think.
Interesting. I haven't noticed that.
I read something that said that there's another, I guess like the song at the end, I'm pretty sure, was a one-take jam with Dave Grohl on the drums, Mark Ronson on the guitar.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Dave Grohl.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty insane. Jennifer Coolidge, mid-credit love scene was a one-take wonder. Her idea to have him speak English, that was her idea. Yeah.
Love that.
It was instantly greenlit by the director when she had the idea. He was like, yes, 100%, let's do it. Kate McKinnon's villager wig was hand-knotted yak hair dyed gray, styled to flop like an NPC's head, taking 3 hours fitting per Hess's absurd vision.
Oh.
I feel like, I don't know. Apparently that was on IMDb true. That doesn't seem, those all seem like CGI. Like there's no.
Yeah.
Just disregard that one. The Nether Porter was a 12-foot practical rig, with spinning obsidian blocks and purple LEDs pulsing to sound cues. And the Woodland Mansion was, at least interior shots were made real timber, synthetic vines. There were over 1,600 VFX shots, animated creepers, piglins, starting with practical bases, with motion capturing, then layering CGI armor and whatever else onto it, as well as using some LED lit details for Malgosha, who is that evil pig. Creeper explosions blend practical and pyrotechnics, so they actually did use some pyrotechnics for creeper explosions, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
So syncing real debris with digital chaos. There's also keyframe animation that was used to make villagers and zombies move more jerky, more like the actual game. That's pretty much all we need for that. Motion capture quiz. Early test had Steve in a llama-pulled minecart, acts for budget, but the llama lingers on as an overall Easter egg. So yeah, that llama had more to do that we kept seeing a couple times.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
I'm
are
so
you still
sorry.
just...
No. I watched them put their stuff away in the car,
Uh-huh.
and then two kids got out of the car and they grabbed their hands and walked up to the theater. I'm sorry, that was just really baffling to me that they were smoking outside of their car and then went in with their kids. They're probably going to see a Minecraft movie.
Also, those kids are... Oh, they're totally... Token up, bro. I think you're totally about to see a Minecraft movie. But that's hilarious.
Baffling to me.
Should we get into if we feel that's positive parenting or not? No, let's just skip over that.
I'm so sorry. That was so distracting because I wasn't paying attention anymore. And then I saw the two kids get out.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. Continue, please. Please.
See, you're more entertained looking out the window than you are by the Minecraft movie. That is saying something, man. But yeah, it was just with the set. It's a result of the hybrid of practical sets with that anchor the zaniness. Think Steve punching a tree, and the digital effect that builds the stage and brings the mobs and mayhem, blending seamlessly to honor Minecraft's creative roots while popping on screen. Jared Hess voiced General Chungus, the that piglin character who's played for some comedy who we didn't mention.
No.
That was the director, Jared Hess. The sound design I thought was really, really impressive. Tree punches, crack with pitch shifts, piglin snorts, real mixed with real boar grunts apparently, and creeper hisses sync the Minecraft sound design very accurately. Everything sounded right. Even when zombies died, like it was the perfect sound where they're getting his like ooh, 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 and they
For
die.
sure.
It was really, really well done.
Well done.
The Iron Golem in the movie used a 7-foot stunt performer in a motion capture suit. So that's pretty interesting. There's also an early rap battle between Steve and Melgosha that was got cut for time. But yeah, and there's also something that Jack Black said in the end. This is the last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Black in the Minecraft interviews, when I was watching them, decided to say when he was asked about how he the way he treats his acting roles and if he takes them seriously, he said and I quote, "I only have one gear, and it's all the fucking way." And it gets beeped out, and he's like, "Beep that if you have to." It was great, dude.
That's good.
He was, yeah.
And it's true. And look, I appreciate that. I didn't love his character in this. It kind of annoyed me and pissed me off a little bit, but I respect that 100%.
Oh, yeah, and you can tell he's going all the fucking way.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that is the end of Geo's Hidden Gems.
So, wow. Yes. Yes. We could just manually do the noises.
Old school.
Themes and messages.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me try. I have a ding here. Let's hold on. Could we retake that? Let me go back a sec. And that was Geo's Hidden Gems. We won't hear it, obviously. The viewer.
Wonder if that works. Wonder how that ding sounds.
Yeah. Well, welcome.
If that's good, then you should start doing that every time.
Totally. If it's good, I will. I totally will. That could be perfect.
We don't know. What's the one with, like, all the symbols on it?
The one with the symbols?
As in, like, the hashtag, the money. That one? What does that do?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's a beep. So it's like, here, get ready to,
Oh!
Yeah, it's like...
Oh! That would make sense.
Dude, there's one word that I've always wanted to call Steve. And I've just been thinking about it, and I know it's going to be disrespectful, but I still want to say it. And that word is... Okay, that's not something to laugh at, Mara. It's obvious that is not something to joke about whatsoever. Okay? So be careful or else I'm gonna call you a okay? Jeez.
Oh, I hope that worked.
If it didn't, it's gonna be even funnier.
Damn.
Alright.
Themes and messages?
Themes and messages, the biggest is creativity. That was the big overarching theme. Obviously there's some family
Right.
themes and keeping your loved ones close. But
Friendship with
friendship.
old men as a child.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
It
think
was,
pretty.
It was just, be creative and create. Don't lose creativity.
Yeah, I think kids' movies are pretty simple with themes. I
Think
would
over the
say.
top. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think this was anyone's best role whatsoever. Thoughts?
I mean, could it be Jack? Like
What? That is such a lie.
no,
That is a false
he's
truth.
just not that good in things. I feel like, but yeah.
I mean,
it's
he's
definitely not
much
his
better
best.
in
Schoolhouse Rock.
no School of Rock.
I know. School of Rock.
Yeah, I like him better in that for sure. I would say. You would say this is Jack Black's best role?
No.
Okay, from the people I know, obviously, Tasty's best role is Tasty, in my opinion, from what I've seen her in. I don't know the actress's name. Jennifer Coolidge obviously has better roles. Jack Black, I would say, has better roles. And Jason Momoa, obviously, has better and very different roles from this, I would say.
Definitely.
So, personal casting.
Personal casting.
This is difficult.
I can't picture you as like a parental figure yet, so I'm gonna put you as Tasty. I think. Or Dawn.
Dawn.
As Dawn. You're gonna be Dawn. Yeah, you like dogs too, so you're definitely the one that you
Okay,
see.
fine, then you're Steve. I'll give you your fucking worst character in it. Damn. No.
Yeah, I'd say you play Dawn the best.
Okay, well, that's disappointing to hear.
Who did you want, Natalie?
I mean, I would like it a little more since Dawn doesn't do shit. But whatever. That's
Wait,
fine.
no. Take that back. You would play Principal Coolidge the best, no doubt. That's easy.
Oh,
Yes,
wait, that's actually the kindest thing you could have said to me.
Careful,
I forgot
I'm not gonna
about
continue.
her.
I'm not always gonna give you kind roles. You remember what you've done to me the last
I
couple
have given
times?
you my worst character the last 2 times, I believe. So I won't do that again. Well, I can't.
Who am I?
I think... Honestly, I think you could do a pretty good Garrett.
Yeah, I think I'd do a good Garrett too.
Like I don't think you could necessarily do a Steve.
Yeah.
But I think you could for
I'd have
sure
to put
do
on
a
some
Garrett.
weight to play Garrett for sure. You know?
Yeah.
I need to look like I'm past my glory days.
Yeah. Or just get like a fat suit.
Fat suit.
Yeah.
I think Momoa was wearing one.
Probably. I'm sure he didn't just like
bulk up for the
that would be crazy.
The Garrett role of a lifetime.
That'd be wild. I don't think any Oscars are gonna result from this movie.
Sound mixing.
Yeah. Like it could be like nominated for like shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm in agreement. I don't think this is not impressive.
Yeah. Negative and positive quality? Or sorry, start with negative quality?
Yeah, for negative quality, for me it's just gonna be the tone. I don't like just the over the top kind of, funny equals loud thing that it seemed like they were doing the entire time.
For sure.
Just so many of the jokes were just kind of like being, just more of what they already were. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's just like being bigger, with so many jokes and just singing and all this stuff. And it just like the tone for me was just too goofy to, none of the comedy was based in like actually good written jokes. Even the jokes that we like the most were, we were like being conditioned to like the stupid ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say my negative quality, and I can't believe I haven't mentioned this already, but it's not the overall like music and score of it. It's the specific songs that they put in. We were just recently
Do my little
talking.
boo thing. And I don't give a hoot what you do say, girl. Like, nah.
Yeah, like why the fuck were we putting that in while Steve? Like, I get it. It's so hilarious to have like an upbeat pop song when like they're fight. Like the amount of times they put that fucking Cherry Bomb song over fight scenes actually makes me want to lose my mind.
Oh god, that's a shot at James Gunn right there, eh? Don't they do that Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure?
they do, and I fucking hate it. And
Come
they
on,
do it
that
in
scene's
so many
awesome.
more.
That scene's awesome.
Look, and that can get away with it, okay? But now I feel like it's just been like used in every trailer and everything. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy one, okay, I'll let it slide. But why were they playing that specific song? Like, we were just talking about how one of the biggest things for me with movie and music is being able to have a song that perfectly represents the scene that is happening. And you could have like a pop song going on, but why that specific one? Like, none of the lyrics relate to anything that's happening, even a little bit. Like,
Right.
at least Cherry Bomb kind of does.
And the lyrics don't always have to relate. It's more like the feeling from the song should be the same as the feeling from the on screen. Like I'm picturing at the end of Severance, you know, I'm not just in case I'm not gonna spoil Severance ending, but end of Severance season 2, that song fits so perfectly to what is happening.
Yes.
Like dun, 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 dun,
And
dun.
it gives you that exact emotion that the creator is trying to put into that scene with the music, and any like actual song they had in that did not do that whatsoever.
Wow.
And it was really upsetting to me.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I hate when they do shit like that. Like I watched this terrible TV show, and it's just like they put songs in places after like the craziest shit going on. It's
Are they like licensed songs too, to where they're paying for these?
Yeah, like they
Wow.
put "Girlfriend" by Avril Lavigne in like 3 different times. All times where that song does not represent the scene whatsoever. It's like about a pregnant teenager. Like, why are we playing "Girlfriend" right now? And they also did slowed down version of it's absolutely crazy. And I literally feel like that movie was doing that. It's like, the fuck, why are these the songs that you chose?
Just songs that have songs.
Yeah, I'm sorry to kind of go on a tangent about that, but I hate when movies do that.
That's fair.
Positive quality?
Positive quality, mine is going to be just the overall, like, the respect that they gave the original game and some of its players. You know, what they did with Technoblade I thought was fucking awesome.
Yes.
I that was so cool. And
yeah.
I'm sure his family loves something like that.
Absolutely.
Or I assume. And just every little nod, the things that they took from the game, it seemed very accurate and well thought out, like the placement of the redstone tracks, you know, and the water bucket, and just kind of, you know, they're good little details that I think only playing Minecraft would make you really recognize.
Right.
And I think that there should be that in a Minecraft movie, so I really appreciated it.
Yeah, I would say mine just, and it's like the simplest thing. I really like how they did all of the block of like cutting down the tree and how they threw the blocks down. I really liked how they did that. I thought it was so cool, and I enjoyed that
because there's a level further of realism that they could have gone. You know, where they have to place it, or they have to, you know. Like,
but they could have just like kind of. It was quick, but it was done like so well. Yeah. I would say.
No, ours are kind of similar. Then I kind of feel like are positive. You know, that's kind of involved.
Yes, it's a piece of what you're saying. Totally. Yeah. Now we're on to critics' reviews.
Critics and reviews. I did not actually get any critics and reviews.
Why are you saying critics and reviews? They're critic reviews.
Hey, dude, I was trying to get to this movie to, you know, go online. So my talking was not working very well.
Critics and reviews.
Yeah, we shout out our favorite top critics and some of their reviews. So I am just going to I'll get to the top critics page so I can give you guys a thrill. Kyle Smith from the Wall Street Journal. We're going to do positive first this time. Mr. Hess and his 5 screenwriters I love this guy doesn't mention the 5 have mined childhood to craft something that's alive with imagination. It's not the most polished movie you'll see this year, but it's cheerfully mad. But it's as cheerfully mad as a little kid's birthday party. We could use more of that. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Oh, nice. I have 2 that I like. We're gonna go Linda Merrick from The Sun, UK. She's a top critic. She said, while it may not be a masterpiece, its sheer sense of fun make it an easy win for families looking for something to watch during the holidays. Yeah, I think both these people, they sound like parents.
Yeah.
And the consistency in both those reviews is just the fact that it's a fun movie. There's a lot going on. It's entertaining. You're not going to be bored as a kid watching that.
Absolutely.
You know? For the bad ones, we have our boy, Peter Travers from the ABC News. He says, Peter! The comic pairing of Jack Black and Jason Momoa makes this video game turned PG movie Pablum seem much better than the cash grab it is, but not by much. Still, there's no shame in being strictly kid stuff that knows how to serve and entertain its audience. He didn't actually like the Jack Black Jason Momoa combo. We thought that was the highlight. Well, that's surprising.
Oh, yeah.
And then we also have Kevin Maher from the Times UK. It seems that there's either a gag or a virtue signaling lesson in there about Garrett being simultaneously super tough and super soft. But like everything else in this phenomenally lazy movie, the will to execute a coherent idea simply isn't there. 0 out of 5. And if you're wondering, Peter Travers was rotten and the other two were just not rotten ratings. They didn't have them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good point. Like,
I would honestly agree with all of those pretty much.
Yeah. Me too.
Like, for the most part. So now it's time for our ratings.
Yay.
What are your thoughts, Gene?
So going into this, I was actually pretty excited because I just wanted to see how they would do it on screen. I think I've been, for whatever reason, I was joking about me being a target audience earlier, but at least my Instagram feed thought I was. So, like, I was seeing so much content for this, so I was excited to see how they would put it to screen. I've also played so much Minecraft in my life, hundreds of hours spent on Minecraft. Built some of the greatest worlds with some of my best friends nowadays. So it's got a place in my heart. So for all that and what they were able to do in for this movie relating to Minecraft it made me really happy. I just would have been fine with about 15 minutes of it. There was so much fluff in this movie. It felt like that there were just so many scenes that were in there purely to fill up time. You know, it's just to get to the next thing. And it you know, even while we were talking through this whole movie, I thought it was so much closer to the end because I really didn't have that many big events to go. But there were so many tiny little scenes going on and things. And I there were aspects of the movie that I wish they would have paid more attention to, like the villager stuff, Jennifer Coolidge. I think that the character development was so lacking that it was hard to attach to anybody. You know, maybe if I was a little kid, I could relate to Henry a little bit more. But for me, it just didn't hit the mark on characters, story, or any of the things that really matter when it comes to a movie besides adapting the game well. So I'm going to sit this one at 1.9 out of 5.
Yeah. Wow. I would say, I don't know, I think it's pretty clear that I did not enjoy this movie that much. Like, are you being sarcastic?
No, or yes.
You said that like so genuine. It was crazy. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I obviously none of the story stuck in my head whatsoever. Kind of fucked up the story by not knowing what was happening.
Hey, or I fucked it up and told it backwards. Either way.
But yeah, I didn't. It was entertaining. There were definitely some good comedy pieces in there. But you know, the main thing to make a movie good is I would say the story and the characters, and neither of those were good. So that is why I have to set this movie. We'll go 1.7.
1.7. Getting lower than I honestly expected a little lower from you, so I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, I was keeping it. And moving on to, would you...
One question real fast, though. What kept you out of, like, the sub 1.5 territory, or sub 1 territory? Like, what saved it for you?
I think the effects, like I said, like, specifically the cutting the trees down and playing, I really liked that. I was overall entertained, I would say, through the movie, even though I wasn't really understanding it. Like, I felt like a child watching that movie because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm watching it anyway. And then I would say Jason Momoa and Jack Black, they're back and forth. I really liked. And of course, the best part of the movie, Jennifer Coolidge and the villager.
That was good.
brought that up a little bit for me, I would say.
Makes sense.
But Would you recommend watching it?
I think this is one to definitely take the kids to. I think this is a kids movie that you are going to enjoy enough. You know, comparing
Yes.
because if taking them to Snow White, you're gonna hate it more. I think taking them to Moana, you're gonna hate it more.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I rated Snow White lower than I rated this one.
I would say, for me, and not to cut you off, but I would give the exact same recommendation that I would give to Snow White. Because it's, once again, the characters were lacking, and the story was lacking, and that was, like, my main problem also with Snow White. But kids usually don't care about that. They just want to, like, see something fun, be entertained, and I think those both check off that line, but I understand from our last episode that you don't necessarily agree with that.
I don't, just because I think there's so much more going on in this one. Like, this movie moved really fast, and there's so many characters and just different looking things going on that it's going to captivate kids more than something like Snow White for me, because all you really have to latch onto as kids is, like, the dwarfs. You know, that's what you're going to like about that movie. So,
well, probably Snow White. Well, that's talking from, like, whenever I watch Disney princess movies as a kid, and the old ones are not that good. Love them to death, but in terms of story and character, and I would always latch on to that's why I watch those movies for, like, the Disney princesses
possibly,
of it all.
I just think there's way more of a chance to latch on to any of the, hundreds of colors and random shapes popping up in this movie versus the woods in Snow White or whatever.
I would say, to be a little sexist and put men and women into categories right now, maybe Snow White's the one you take your daughter to, and Minecraft's the one you take your son to.
Look at that.
From us talking this out, that's what it seems
but
like.
Just know, they can like either or.
Yes.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
We're going to be great parents.
Yeah, but I would say, you have kids, yeah, they'll be entertained by it. Go watch it.
Agreed.
If you're a Minecraft fan, go watch it.
Yeah, and watch it when it comes out on streaming too. Honestly, like I think this is one put on for the kids.
Yeah,
chance because it's going to entertain them. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
it's gonna sit them down. It's gonna get going. I would not rewatch it though.
I was about to. I would personally not rewatch
Never
that
this
ever.
Movie again in my entire life.
Yeah.
Think about that. Walking out of that theater is the last time you'll ever see the Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie.
And I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel great about it actually.
Yeah. Me too. So, the next movie that we're watching, we're switching it up a little bit. And in time, we will come up with a good name for this segment by the time this next episode comes out. But as you guys may be knowing, Revenge of the Sith, that's what it is returning to theaters in May.
Mm-hmm.
So, to prepare for that, we are going to be doing next week, the next 2 weeks. I'm doing this so bad.
Great pitch.
The classic, the amazing, with Liam Neeson, which I literally found out way too late in life that he was Qui-Gon Jinn. It's The Phantom Menace.
Yes, we will be fresh off the furniture.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's okay. Right? I think we found the name.
Let's go.
We might change it. We'll see. But Phantom Menace is going to be the next movie we're doing an episode on. I am psyched for that. I think it will be a long one for sure.
Oh yeah.
I have so much to say about that movie.
With this movie too.
Yes.
Up front, we've already had some conversations when we're making our Star Wars list. It seems like I dislike the Phantom Menace a lot more than you do.
I love I think it's so good. I love the Phantom Menace.
So
it's gonna be a little more arguey, a probably way longer episode. But it's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
Any other remarks to say?
I'm just gonna make sure that this isn't about to die really fast.
24,
plenty of time.
Okay, you've left me at a weird place for my outro.
What'd you say?
Anything else?
No, I think I'm all good.
Okay, so with that, fuck, where did it go? And with that, I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
So join us next week after opening weekend, because waiting to talk about movies is clearly not our thing. Bye.